everyone, welcome back to Clouds, Fortresscraft Frozen Factory. I have finished adding the next casting basin setup. As you can see over here, we've almost got it completely housed away as well. I'm going to leave one side open to kind of check on things. Windows so I can see the power level, and then I can scan these as needed. I'm going to close this off. And as we came to, you can see I was making another geothermal generator, because when the cryoplasm attacks, we're again running out of power. We're doing pretty good right now. We're not at max, as you can see. So I gathered up the materials, went ahead and dropped another geothermal generator. It's going to take quite a little bit to get to the depth it needs, but by my math, if it doesn't have the amount of pipes it needs now, it will as soon as I have enough room to put these 100 in there. Yeah. I don't really want to hold on to these, so I'll come back to that later. Oh my, I already put 20 in there. Good job. There, get rid of those two. So yeah, obviously he's going to take some time. But that's okay. Yeah, if I can stop from falling off there for 1 second. We can go ahead and do this part. Set up the battery and the conduit. Well, conduits, I guess. Just to network him into the whole deal. No rush in doing this, because got plenty of time. It'll probably take at least a half hour or so. I've never actually figured out exactly how long it'll take. I should probably do that one of these times. Hopefully these will work. Yeah, these are fine. Even though they're connected. Seems a bit wasteful, but I guess I could have built the battery on the back if I didn't want it to look like that. That's fine. So we got those done. And now that that is done, I also started digging a hole over here. I'm only one space deep, but we're almost down to the magma. I want to try to bring up the chlorine and sulfur. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I did gather up a bunch of hardened machine blocks, so if I wanted to do it with conveyor tubes, I could do it with conveyor tubes, and then put a filter on top. Just run both the sulfur and chlorine up the same tube, put a filter on top, and filter off the sulfur to one mass storage. On top, well, the chlorine will be on top of the freeze-on, and then the sulfur will be on top of that. I think I'll do like a sandwich of mass storage up here. I think that'll look pretty neat. But that will take some time. I don't know if I'm going to use a tube or what. Probably just use tubes. It'll be the easiest. Could use matter movers, but then there's the matter of bringing power and all of that stuff. Now another thing I've been putting off really, but it's about time I take care of my above ground smelting area. Because right now it's only being fed by the quarry, so there's really no need to have this entire setup here. All of these smelters, all of these hoppers, none of this is being fed by anything anymore. These are just all of these rail carts. None of this needs to be up here anymore. It's all just machines. I can use the rail carts in the cold caverns, and it's all just stuff causing lag that doesn't need to be done. See, all of these, totally unnecessary. I've already kind of broken down some of the stuff here, but the only ore we're getting right now, as soon as I can figure out which way the safe way is coming from over here. So realistically, I could just And not only can I'm gonna. Just gonna go bring the mass storage down here. And then we'll put some in-out ports to feed into this stuff right here. But I'm gonna get rid of all of this track, all of these minecarts. Definitely gonna get rid of this line. I'm gonna bring the mass storage through here, and we're gonna have the mass storage feed this. I think it'll look pretty good. And it'll also probably cause a lot less lag than these 200 minecarts that I have on here are. So I'm going to do all that off camera and be back. Alright, I got most of it cleaned up, and I decided to repurpose the track a little bit, just for a little AFK spot. You know, I'll hop on this little minecart here, and you know, first it'll take me through the garbage thief. Take a little bit of my rocks out. That'll take me through the ore thief. Take a little bit of my ore out. Do a quick little turnaround here. Right back through it. I might do a loop and do 2 more on the other side. Since I'll be AFK, it doesn't really matter. That's pretty neat. I'm glad that the thieves work even though you're 1 space ahead. 1 space above. And of course the matter movers beam the stuff right over into the mass storage. Get a little dizzy if you look at this too long. I really don't know why I had all those goofy turns. It's a lot smoother to just do a more tight circle like that. I'm gonna put a few more along this line. Really, I had no idea why I had it all goofy turned and just no clue. Welcome back, everyone. It's been hours and hours and hours. Admittedly, I fell asleep, but I got most of everything done. I got all of the smelters removed, all of the hoppers, all of this stuff over here is now gone, covered up. I had to go cut down a few trees to get enough wooden blocks to finish it. But everything looks pretty good over here. Barely even recognize the place almost. It's completely empty inside. We've got... Whoa! I keep forgetting that I did that. There we go. Got a little bit more to do down here still. Oh. Oops. Yeah, I got a little bit to do still with fixing up the place. I don't even know why I'm doing it. I definitely gotta fix this hole. Oh my gosh, that is annoying. This is an out-of-control excavator that I placed a while ago. Alright, we'll go down there and get that later. These are all now my outputs, and these are still using outdated junk. I'm debating. I already know I'm going to remove these towers. All of these block towers that I've built, I'm going to move all of those. As far as the plate makers and the PCB makers and the research pod assembler, all of that stuff, I'm debating just leaving it up here instead of moving all of this stuff. I mean, really, do I even need to rebuild all of this stuff at this point? I mean, once I disassemble everything, the parts that I have should probably be enough. I'm not quite sure. How are we doing with the lenses? Oh, we've gone through all of our lenses, have we? Well, that's a good time to move this then. There's no reason to have the lens setup still up here on the surface. That can go down below. Oh wow, I'm full? Oh wow, would you look at that? Well, that's why I've got this setup now. You can just hop on here or just stand here for a second. Oh, we got ore. What is this? Garbage here. This one's the ore thief. Alright, we got a lot of bug parts on us too, because just all of this running around cleaning up I'm doing. You know those caves that are just underneath the stuff but not visible? Well, I ran into one of those caves and there were a bunch of bug parts laying around. Not really much you can do to avoid that. Except maybe leave the Falcor system up. We got lots of... Wait, those are Mark III, those are Mark III. We got 20 Mark IIs here. I thought I picked up some more random outputs. I know I picked up a lot of junk lasers. Got some wooden tree trunks. You can convert those to planks. Alright, now where was I? It's real easy for that to happen. I know I was breaking something down and then my inventory was full. Let's see here. Up here. That's where I was. Easy to get sidetracked. So I'm going to build this in the cold caverns. And I just remembered that, you know, I was like, hey, I'm going to go set up the Mark V forced inductions automatically. And then I never showed any of that. It took me quite a while to set it up, too. Alright. Hey, look at that. Piece of snow. Shoo! Starting to look really clean up here now. There's no research. Yeah, I might just clear everything off the top of here. I'm leaning pretty heavily towards that. Okay, what did we need to make more of those lens polishers? Although at this point I probably don't even really need to worry about that. I got 3 of them. Overclocked crystal. Yeah, that's fine. Before I go down there though, I just remembered this setup as well. This was my other lens chromer. Which doesn't need to be here either. Oh, who's powering you? You and you. Oh, and you. Every machine I remove should increase my performance ever so slightly. Let's drop off anything we can real quick. Oh, yeah, just those big batteries. And I need forced induction or induction charger for that lens polisher setup. There we go. Take a quick drink while this is loading. So I did show that it was coming out here. We got 6 in there now. We had 10 before, so 16 in like a day. It's not a very good, process there. All right. So starting all the way at the beginning of this big jumbled mess. From over here, I had the output, like I said I was going to do. All the bars coming up to hoppers. Because from here, they're all going off to the Mark I and Mark II. We have a zipper merge combining them over here. What are you short on? I must be out of... what is this? wish I could tell what it was last in there. Let's see, we have lithium, copper, iron, tin. We're out of tin. Alright, no big deal. That's why we're not making any more. I need to put some more tin bars inside of this. Do that in a second. So we got the zipper merge. Also, for the Mark II, is stealing from the Mark I. So I didn't have to run more pipes and all of that. I just put an advanced conveyor filter on one side and an advanced on the other, re-zipped them together, put them in the Mark II. I would like to actually access my manufacturing plants, but I'm not going to disable anything. So the forced induction Mark I, 20 copper, 20 tin. Real easy. And then he's sharing his copper and tin with the Mark II. And then the iron bar and the lithium bar are on another zipper merge right here. Also feeding in to the other side. All the white hoppers you see, those are holding the inductions. So then of course we move on to the Mark III induction. That one was a little trickier because it requires 75 nickel, 25 gold, 25 titanium. What I did is as you can see, I zipped the gold and the titanium together. And then I have nickel running by itself. Its own dedicated line underneath. And all of those are coming from this massive in-out port. It's got a couple nickel. It's got a lithium, gold, and titanium. And that's getting us the Mark III. The Mark IV, on the other hand, that's the trickiest one. That one requires titanium plate, conductive wire, gold wire, or conductive PCB, gold wire, and the Mark III forced induction, which is coming from the white hopper, of course. And I need to dock Arthur before I run out of power. So, to combat all of that, I made this entire platform up here. We've got our resources coming from the back here. Here we have our gold PCB set up on the left, our gold wire set up on the right, split again into a zipper merge because it requires the same exact number of gold PCBs and gold wires. 24 was it? I can't remember the exact number. Yeah, 24 it requires. Come on back, Arthur. And then right next to it, we've got the plate maker. Or 3 plate makers, I should say. And that's full. So that's definitely not our issue. It looks like what's stopping these from being made right now is a shortage of tin. So, of course, we have everything pouring into this one. And then the Mark V, super, super easy to make. Mark V just requires 8 Mark IV. And then, of course, matter moving it into this hopper over here. That was quite an extensive build. Let me tell you. We're definitely out of tin plates. All of my tin stuff is gone. I wish I would have brought... I made a bunch of quad matter movers. I wish I would have brought them with me. Alas, they are up top. You ever seen the ingredients for the newest matter mover, the multi? It takes 8 quads, 4 gold coil, and the overclock crystal. No big deal, but 8 quad matter movers. But look at the stats. 4,800 per minute at 32 at a time. The quad is 4 at a time, 600 per minute. That is such a massive increase in speed. So, of course, you know now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to automate the matter mover production. Since we have something that requires 8 quads, I'm going to set up, you know, a basic matter, and then a dual, and then quad. Shouldn't be too hard. Just make some coils on site. Make some gold coils on site. Overclocked crystals, I believe. Let me take this with me. I believe I'm already making the overclocked crystals. Yep, right here, overclocked crystal. Fantastic. So that wouldn't be too hard to set up at all. Let me go dock Arthur again before we run into that problem again. Oh, so there's the Mark V. Like I said, I need to get the matter movers that I want down here. These can, even the quad cannot keep up with the speed that the barkeeper pulls from your inventory. Almost, but you can't quite keep up. Oh, look at that. Bite my tongue, he can keep up. Alright, so I definitely need to replace these all with quads, and I probably don't need to worry about the multi. Oh, and then as soon as I say that, it's full again. Not sure. All of this needs to go too now. Before I leave, I have a little bit of business to take care of down here. Let's see, that is basic. Basic is the Mark 1. So you are, let's remove only, remove only. Are you putting them down below? Yep, there they are. Alright, I need to put, oh no, those are inputs, not outputs. Oops. I need to find my input Mark II in this big jumbled mess. That's input Mark 1. He's feeding to that. Oh, here we go. Mass storage input port 2. Are those being fed down below? Looks like it. Mass storage input. Okay. Used 100. Oh, I can't even put those in there? Alright, well, which direction? Alright, what you can do, if you can't put them in there, place a hopper next to it. That way it'll pull, eventually when it starts making stuff, it'll pull them out of there. The reason why he is stuck... Oh, I'm locked in here now. Oh no, here's my door. Not enough resin. And I have yet to automate the delivery of the resin up here. Slacking a little bit with that. I'm actually out of resin. Would you look at that? It's because I made another bulk cargo lift. And I believe I already set it up too. Yeah, I already put it where it needed to go. So where do we have excess power that we don't need to steal from? Where do I want to set this up? All we really need are the chrome, so we can pull those out almost anywhere. But since I'm already pulling chrome out over here, I think I'll just do it here. Alright, let's see, we've got... I can't get that battery from that side. I can't get that battery from any side. What about this battery? I can tap into this battery. We're going to bring you... Let's see here. Does that match up with the top of this? Oh, that's perfect, actually. How do I want to do this? How about... We got the chrome right here. I want one space, and we'll put the induction here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's hop on up here. Get rid of those and see if we can build to me this. There we go. Induction charger. We've got chromium. Are these full? Why is that chromium not coming through? Storage empty. Oh, I see. We are out of imbued machine block. Okay, why are we out of imbued machine block? We've got plenty of Mark V power boosters. Are we out of crystal? Oh no, we have no low-grade steel because we have no iron. Oh, look at that. Well, iron, luckily, that's just as easy as the tin. It's just a matter of putting a bunch into the inventory. Just gonna give them a little bit, and then we'll go back to what we were doing. I could also, given what I have now, I probably don't need to be holding on to these. What do we have, 284? If I really need them, I'll come back here and grab some. This is the first time I've actually run out. You can have all of them. Sure, why not? Alright, we got power here and we shouldn't be blocking anybody. We have chromer polisher. We'll do the add only here. And they will get remove only on the back. Oh, I need to go plug Arthur in again. I think I need to put one of these on that side as well. Yeah. Look at him crammed up here in this little space. Stupid camo bot. Can't get me. I know, that was completely unnecessary. He didn't have to die, but yes, he did. 1, 2, 3. Alright, what kind of lenses do I have for you? I've got some exceptional. I've got some plain old organic. Yeah, we'll wait. Oops. Alrighty, and then we'll do some more hoppers. Try not to fall. And chromers. Those are set to remove only. I've also got a ton of them on me, so we're gonna put all of those away right away. Alright, and you're still missing chromium bar. Why don't... Let's see. You'll be blocked if I put anything on the side here. I need that side, though. Tell you what. There. That's all now beaming into the same spot. And I can put hoppers over there now. I need to get rid of all of this roof. Probably going to dig another 5 or 6 tiles up so I have more room for automation. Get rid of that for now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I shouldn't have to put them on anything. Oh wait, yeah, no, these are going to be my remove onlys. How am I going to do this? How about... Oops. How about we do it like this? We'll run it to him. Let me get a good angle here. Ha! Alright. And then you go up. You go over. And then you go this way. Perfect. And then add only. Again, I think you could just leave this add and remove and it would be completely acceptable. He's been lonely over here this whole time. Why don't we add right here? It's hard to tell which way that's facing. Looks like it's facing down. Okay. Now this part's easy enough. Just run everything here. That's facing the right way. I'm gonna run it this way. And then down. Get rid of that one. Voila! Now this is one of the setups that it takes the longest to find out if you did it right, because it takes like 5 minutes just to make one of these. Looks like everything's done right though. He's creating. The induction charger's got plenty of juice. The only thing I really should do now is make sure I make a bunch of more empty lenses to go ahead and bring them all over there. Well, we dragged this one on long enough. I'm going to end the episode here, so I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you next time.